Happy time zone, everybody. I am Amalgamayne, and I am doing double duty here tonight, where I will be your hostess with the mostest with Perfect Dark. This is such a game, and I am so glad that Cisnt has asked me to be able to show off the beauty of an Agent Glitchless run. I'm gonna go through all of the solo missions from start to finish without using any of the major tricks in the book that you could be able to do. So there's not going to be any flipping, any out of bounds, any sort of jankiness that you're going to be able to see in a traditional Perfect Dark run. We're going to do this all, air quote, more or less based upon skill. Timer will start when I say yes to going into the first mission, and time will end when I defeat the final boss. Before I start, I'll just want to give a big thank you to everybody here who is in chat, everybody who has donated, and for those who will continue to donate to such an amazing charity. I'm so happy to help support Stonewall Housing, a leading charity in the UK for support of all of the LGBTQ+ people out there who are feeling unsafe in either any types of weird living arrangements or homelessness. We're here for you. Let's bring the power of gaming to help all of you defeat any sort of badness that is going on in your lives. And I'm here to try to give you a laugh and a good time. So if all of you are ready, I'm ready. So I'm gonna give a countdown and then we'll start some shooting. 3 and 2, 1, let's go. And off we go.
What the hell?
Welcome to Perfect Dark. If you have never seen Perfect Dark, you are in for a treat, because this game is the spiritual successor to the N64 smash hit GoldenEye, made by Rare. What you're seeing me do here is skip all of the fighting, because I'm using the elevator to go all the way down to the basement here. You might be asking yourself, why do I need to go down to the basement? Well, the answer is simple. We need to go find a robotic doctor. Because the point of Perfect Dark is we are this really, really cool lady named Joanna Dark, and it's her job to be able to stop conspiracy going on from an evil, evil corporation called Datadyne. And so what we're doing down here in the basement is we're going to be taking a couple of random pictures, but not immediately. And why not? You might be like, well, wait, that's your objective, right? You're supposed to take pictures. Here's why I'm not doing that. I'm going to snake myself through all these guards down here in this main little hallway right here. What I'm going to do is set up a little choke point. And what's this choke point? We're going to bring all of Datadyne's finest right in front of us, and they can't be able to come get me because they are too worried about the little laser bars. Now, they will hurt you if you walk into them. Part of the reason why I grabbed a shield, and part of the reason that you could be able to do that safely. In a glitched run, you can actually crouch and sneak yourself underneath all of these lasers. You don't have to wait for a couple cycles for the little robot to turn off the little laser bars for you. You can just run straight on through as long as you don't mind crouching. But we're holding a modem. You might be like, why do you need a modem? This is supposed to be, as you're probably seeing, there's robots, it's the future. The robots use a modem to lock a door. And you can't move forward until you bypass that lock. And the good news, we are almost done with this level because we can just walk by all of these guys. The fancy little turrets that are going to try to stop us. And we are done. Now, the cool part about Perfect Dark, in my opinion, is that it capitalized upon what GoldenEye did well and did some new things. This is one of the new things that Perfect Dark did over GoldenEye, which is adding night vision. They turned off the lights on you. This is what it looks like if you can't see. Pretty dark. You're like, what's going on? How can you be able to see? That's why we have the night vision. You can pull up this fancy quick menu that you didn't have in GoldenEye and easily switch on and off any of the weapons that you have or the items. We have to wait for this elevator. We have to go upstairs. We have to walk all the way back up the place that we just came in from. And we're just gonna say no to those guards. We're gonna walk by Lady with the Shotgun. And we're gonna take a look at the latest in office technology. A rocket launcher. This is true. Datadyne keeps rocket launchers in its office buildings. Now, normally you're supposed to use that rocket launcher to destroy a turret gunship that comes after you, but since we're on Agent, we don't need to worry about that. We can just use it to destroy all of the guards. And we can just walk back on up, tell the helipad, and beat that level. Now, in between cutscenes, what has happened is our boss has been taken prisoner. We have to go get him. We tried to negotiate with Datadyne, but things turned sour. So I had to be able to save that negotiator, and we can just walk by all of these guards. What's the point of a speed run if we have to go and shoot every single guard here? Right? Especially if we want to be able to do this in style. Now in Perfect Dark, like most shooters, when you are going fast, you will get shot a lot. The good news is that because we're playing on Agent difficulty, or the easiest difficulty, most of the time, getting shot a couple times is not going to hurt us. Which is great, because we want to be able to just keep on running. Beautiful. We picked up one of the better guns in the game, this little fancy little machine gun. Now we can be able to keep up with all these guards. The guards were nasty. They turned off the power. We have to turn on the power to be able to go save our boss. And how come the door didn't open? And that's because when you move too fast like I do, sometimes you forget to turn on the switch. So stuff like that has killed a run or two of mine. Because that door won't open if you don't have the power on, for whatever reason. Even though that door looks like it's a wooden door, it doesn't open. And the last door is also a weird one. Because you would think, just like that last one, it's a wood door. It should just open. But it's a keycard enabled door, and it only happens when you kill all the guards in the basement. So being able to go fast down here is kind of hard.
How's it going?
After you save your boss, you get told you might know where the conspiracy is, and it's in Chicago. Home to, in my opinion, one of the hardest tricks I've ever had to learn for a speedrun, which is called the alternative mind distraction. And it, for me, has never been super consistent. As you can see, if you blow it up too early, it will fail. I wanted to attempt to show it to you because if you get it right, you do not have to wait an extra minute or two for the game to cycle through a couple animations, and you can just walk out the exit. But we're going to do it traditionally because if I waste too much time trying to do this, we're actually going to run out of time, and we're going to infringe upon the upcoming streams, and we don't want that. We want to be fair to everybody. So we're going to do this the old-fashioned way, which is by using a modem to hack into a taxi. Now, why do we have to wait? Because you have that robot turret that you saw me get shot at before is patrolling. And it's fun to shoot the guards in the butts, by the way. These guards will actually blow up your taxi. So you have to be kind of careful. I've lost also many a run due to guards and that turret robot blowing up that taxi. So now that we have let that go, we sit and we wait out a hidden timer in the background because that taxi is going to blow up that robot for us and make all of those guards come running out. This mission's a little bit weird because those guards that are where I attempted to throw the mine, they are guarding the entrance to the next level. So if they see you, they immediately lock the door and you are locked out of moving forward. But if you hear an explosion, guards will just abandon their post like a good Datadyne guards would and allow you to just walk in to a little parking garage. Which would be like, cool. And a parking garage is full of guards that have cloaking devices. Again, weird combination of, at the time, modern technology from the 2000s perspective, because this game did come out in 2000. There we go, we'll take care of you. Good. We had to shoot those guards, this guy too, because they have a key card that allows us to move forward. And we don't want these guards to turn the alarm on. So let's go see what happens in this conspiracy. And I see some comments in chat about this game, and I'm very happy it's looking great. This one that I'm actually playing is from the Rare Replay edition. It is using the Xbox Live Arcade, I'll call it reboot of this game, that was ported off of the N64. So they upscaled a lot of the textures. I'll close the door. This is one of my favorite parts in the run, by the way, because you play whack-a-mole with all of the guards. Like, you can close the door and have it as a moving shield for you. So you don't have to worry about getting shot very much. But you'll just close the door. Close the door. Anytime you're worried about getting shot, just close the door. Our goal here is we have to just wait out a timer, because we have to wait for this door, or this big old safe behind us, to finish opening. It has some secret data as to where the conspiracy is unfolding. And that conspiracy will actually take us to the very famous Area 51. So we're gonna have aliens in a very technological cyberpunk type of game. So if you're a fan of either of them, you're going to be in for a treat in these upcoming levels. And we'll just walk out of an explosion, because it'll be fine.
Okay, what the?
So that disc that you picked up said that one of our friends, Joanna's friends, got captured and is being held prisoner here in Area 51, and we have to go get him out. So welcome to Area 51. I don't know how true this is. If this is really it true to the government go Area 51, but we're gonna play with this. We're just gonna go see. This guard back here, he's got a fancy key card that we need. It opens up these elevators. Even though it doesn't look like elevators, those are elevators. We need them after we blow up a government intercepting radar. Yes. A little contrived sometimes, but that's the charm of this game. And as you just saw, this game actually did one more improvement upon GoldenEye. Perfect, I got a 1 cycle waiting there. When you turn on those elevators, they are now on a cycle going up and down, so if you time it right, you can just walk on through when you get out of blowing up the little radar down there. I cut the corner a little early. Somebody pushed me off the elevator, which is not fun. I'm gonna keep an eye on my health here. Okay, we're good now. We gotta wait for another elevator, folks. There we go. Woo! Most of the worry is gone now, because all that we gotta do is just head on out to the basement of the basement. Again, when we do this in marathons, we just keep on going. Here we go. We're now in the basement of the basement here in Area 51 that has even more patrolling guards. What I'm doing here is first getting a shield. This guy back here has a shield. Perfect. We got ourselves a shield. Why do we need a shield? Well, I'll tell you. We got lots of explosives here that we need to be able to worry about. And we have a bunch of guards. Sometimes they'll throw grenades at you, just like that. Again, another improvement over GoldenEye, where they will do stuff randomly. Oh, perfect. By actually getting hit, we actually took enough time to not have to wait a cycle on the elevator. Excuse me, thank you. Guns serve two functions in this game. They have a primary mode and a secondary mode. This gun serves as a proxy mine. Yeah, there we go. There we go. We turn on the lab close. Normally, you have to bring a grenade or explosive device to help you break open that wall. But since a little tricky, we just bring a gun that has an explosive with us. Excuse me, I want your gun. You can steal people's guns in this game, which is fantastic if you're running out of ammo. You could use, for example, this gun to throw grenades at people, because it's fun to do so. You could make 5 or more guards jump out of the way and have their own party. I love doing that. If you get really risky, you can use what's called a grenade boost. which is you throw a grenade at the ground and you use it to propel yourself faster. I find it rather unsafe, so I take a relatively safe approach. And I just walked the whole way. Beautiful. And now, we are here to save our alien friend. Yes. Any guesses in chat as to what this alien's name is? By the way, there's no really wrong answer, I think. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. Excuse me. We're walking here. And that is correct. This alien's name is Elvis. So you can use any Elvis joke that you would like. Whether you got blue suede shoes, whether you want to enter or leave the building, they are all welcome during this run of Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark introduced this mechanic, which is tranquilizing people. It is very handy on the higher difficulty levels because it blurs people's vision, including yours.
We need to get back to our friend.
Alright, we are doing some good time here. And because I got shot a lot, we're actually going to go and get this back shield here. I don't get it very often. So we're gonna now grab it because I want to make sure that we are safe in getting this level done. Beautiful. That's what you call a nice safety. And what's behind door number 1? A group of falling over guards. I love doing that. The grenade launcher from the Super Dragon, which is this gun right here, in my opinion is one of the best guns in the game, in both single and multiplayer mode, because it does pretty good damage in the shooting mode, but even more damage and can fire really quickly with grenades. My best time is right under 40 minutes. Thank you. 40 minutes means I try to do everything perfect, like waiting for this guy got behind me. So we just need to keep on going here. Alright, let's go wake up our friend. Because I want to introduce you to the tush push. Now, for those who are used to American football, there is a fancy football play that is useful when you have to go a very short distance. And we are now set up. The tush push involves the following. You need Jonathan here, your buddy, to be pushed against the wall and towards this little, we'll call it little ramp. Why am I doing this? During that cutscene, Jonathan, our friend, is like, we need to get out of here. And we need to open up these 2 doors. Normally, you have to wait for him to do this. But if you push him all the way to the end, you can actually run ahead of him and trick the game into thinking he's going to do it instead of you doing it and having to go out another way out of the base that takes about 3 to 4 minutes longer. So all good friends steal each other's clothes. And that's what I just did. After saving our friend, we learned that the American president
Okay, you know the way from here.
got captured. And we're at a secret base where the president is.
You shouldn't have come
So
here.
let's go and save him.
Clever.
Alright, so I need my dragon. And we're gonna set up another proxy mine. Now, if this does work, it's pretty good, but if not, it's okay. So what we do is we turn off the security system, we take out the guy. Beautiful. You break open the glass, and then you could be able to start the wait for the elevator without taking any damage from any of these guards in one go. This game I grew up with and played the heck out of, and I'm so happy that I'm seeing in chat a lot of love for this game. Most runs that you'll see of this game will actually be either emulated or on an N64 and highly glitched. The first level that I showed you, where we went from the elevator all the way down to the bottom, you can actually clip yourself from the roof all the way down to the basement in about 7 seconds. But I don't find much fun in that, personally. So we're gonna get a little bit of bullet boost here. And we're just gonna walk up the stairs, pretend that there's no guards here. And we're gonna make ourselves aboard Air Force One. Okay. Now that we are on Air Force One, we gotta go convince the president something's wrong. Open the door, Joanna.
Who are
Thank
you,
you.
young lady?
And here's the president.
You're in danger. Trent is trying to kidnap you.
You can't make
You
accusations
can
like that
ascribe
without evidence.
whatever you want
I assume that you have some.
with what's going on
It's a
here.
recording of a meeting between Trent and the other
But-
conspirators.
It seems.
We are telling him that there's a threat against his life,
What do we do now?
and here comes some aliens.
What the hell was that?
We gotta go stop everybody with a gun that works like a laptop. They call this the laptop gun because it can turn into a nice little sentry turret. But we don't need that. What we need is to blow up the ship that got attached to us. Making sure we don't have any other guards. Perfect. Now, normally, when you play this game, when you blow that thing up, you need to save the pilots. But because we're on Agent, we have enough time where we don't have to worry about going and saving the pilots. We can just walk down the stairs, deal with that, and have the president walk on in to his escape pod without any problems whatsoever. Ta-da! That's how you escape Air Force One. That is going down. Where are we now?
There's the escape.
We just ended up crashing. But we survived. Don't worry. Nobody got hurt. We're in the middle of the Alaskan wilderness here. There's crawling with guards everywhere. We gotta go save the president. What the evil Datadyne folks did is they created a clone. We gotta make sure we save the right president. It's a little fun. But the first thing I like to do is I like to make a clean getaway here. Because I get to do this. This is fun. You throw a mine, and you stop some robot turrets from coming up and flanking you from behind. The clone is down here. But first thing first, you gotta get rid of these 4 guards. Because otherwise you are really gonna have a bad time. He's done. And that's how you get rid of the presidential clone. You just kind of happen to know that he's sitting right there on Agent. As I take a little bit of a breather, I will also allow you to enjoy some of the best music in the game. I use the music. No, I love blowing up. I love blowing up all the turrets. It's so fun. Rare makes great music. Perfect. I turned on what's called the presidential scanner, which is a little radar in the upper right-hand corner. Alright. Gotta be careful around here, because there are guards that will shoot the president. And they will just teleport in randomly. I've had runs ruined after I've saved the president, because the president can still get shot when you brought him to safety, which, ta-da, our boy Elvis here. He's still vulnerable, so he can get shot there. And now that we have saved the president, we go on a boat ride. And by boat, I mean submarine. Gets crazy, right? The story, I actually let the cutscenes play, will make a lot more sense than just my a little fun here that I'm trying to do here. Another part that is so nice about Perfect Dark is you get to use the X-ray scanner. It allows you to see things that you can't see by default. Come on. Oh, the game wanted to not be kind to me. But what can happen? You're supposed to press all of these green ones, right? Sometimes it will think that you misclick and click on one of the red ones. So you have to sometimes double check that they're not playing mean on you. The alarms, we don't care about alarms here. We run by all the alarms and all the people. Here we go. Alright, perfect. Now we get to say hello to the 3 wise men here who are running the ship.
Please, just don't hurt me.
They look nice, right? They'll help us. They actually turncoat, but you can take them out in a shot or two. Ooh, we have a welcoming party here. Love it. Now that we have the ship's power going in the way that it needs to, I'll show you one other really cool thing that is allowed in Glitchless. Walking through this room with the X-ray scanner on, you can actually open up that door. In the real world, you can't see that hatch open door, but you can with the X-ray scanner, and it lets you walk. Yes, gold, frankincense, and myrrh from the 3 wise men. Using that X-ray scanner allows you to be able to go through that door as if you were on the other side. Submarine takes you to this underwater alien base. Again, things get weirder. I've made the screen red because all of the guards in this level are actually invisible, wearing those same cloaking devices. But you can see them when you put the infrared on. So if anybody has, a little difficulty with the red or the darkness here, I will apologize, because this is an unfortunate, necessary thing to help me be able to go through and understand where I'm going. We'll take care of you. And we'll let him punch us, because why not? We'll go into another basement.
I heard a noise.
Where we have all of these fancy people who want to say hello to us. But it's okay, we just walk by them. We just walk by them. Alright. Beautiful. Our friend Elvis knows how to work alien technology. We don't. So we let him work the fun part here, while we run on to the next area, which is home to another glitchless trick that allows you to run faster in this level. This is the longest level in the game right here.
Get around the ship quicker.
Go get your running shoes on is what I say. And that's because our boy Elvis back there wants to give you his gun. He thinks it's actually gonna help you. It actually doesn't. He runs at you full tilt. But if you walk by him, he will stay at full running speed, which is really handy. Because otherwise, he walks tremendously slow. Like, painfully slow. Like, a minute or two extra waiting. So the game right now thinks it needs to give me Elvis's gun. So we're gonna lure Elvis where we need him to be, which is in the next room. We got more alien technology to deal with. Yeah, he's an alien and he's a hacker, that is correct. So we camp right here. And Elvis will come walking on in. Sometimes we have to give him a second. Or another second. There he is. We lure him right here because this is where his little podium is that he needs to do hacking.
Get off my back while I'm working. Hit my alien butt.
Now sometimes these little alien little kids, I call them kids just because, oh, we got a welcoming committee here. They will sometimes lure themselves into the room and not make it a good time because they will try to kill Elvis. Elvis has a little pistol he will use to defend himself if he doesn't have that gun. And what good game would we have if we didn't have a self-destruct sequence? So after we get down to the end of this alien little fun park, we find that doctor that we rescued back in Mission 1. He saves himself by blowing up himself and the fun park at the same time. It's weird problem-solving skills people of the future have here. And we made it out. Yeah. He doesn't like doing cardio at all. While this cutscene plays, because I can't skip it, again I will say thank you everybody for watching and being able to donate to Stonewall Housing. It's an important cause out there. Please give as your means will allow. I'm going to let this next cutscene play, because you might find a similar dress that I am wearing to what Joanna is wearing.
I was ready half an hour ago.
And this is one of the things that I like to do to show extra hype to all of you and to wherever I go whenever I speedrun, because I do cosplay runs.
Nervous?
We're supposedly celebrating that we have reached the end, everything's okay, but guess what? We still have 3 levels left, so let's go ahead and stop those aliens, because they're gonna come and try to blow up our base. And that's what those aliens look like. They are quite big, they are quite nasty, and they will take a good half of your health off, even on Agent.
I'll have to go carefully. The hostages are counting.
So what's a good agent without the ability to slow down time? We're a good agent. We have the ability to use the combat boost, which allows you to save all of the hostages that the aliens and Datadyne have captured. It basically allows you to move at like 4 times the speed, which is why the enemies are not reacting whatsoever. We can just go in and take all of them out. Go into the next room, home of another tricky gun. Let's go and save you.
That's what I was working on.
Thanks, Joe.
Come on. I need you to break that open. Thank you. All right. We've saved all the hostages. Beautiful. All right. So now we get to use that RCP and turn on its cloaking device. Otherwise, we have to deal with all these guards. That's a lot of people. This right here is a ship, but it's also an explosive. You can use your modem to stop an alien ship. And you can use the rest of your ammo from this fancy RCP, I call it RCP 90, and you can walk to the end unseen. It's very cool. We got taken aboard the enemy's ship. Alright, now we'll treat you to a mauler. A mauler, in my opinion, is the most deadly weapon in the game. And that's because, with its charge-up shot, you can one-shot any guard in the game. If they have a shield on, it will fully deplete their shield. It is very cool. Look, Elvis is here, and he's wearing freedom colors. Just so you know. Makes him a little extra special. We have a little, what I'll call a tower defense fight here, where once we take out a few guards, we can go to the next part of the level. Our ultimate goal here is we want to be able to take over the ship on the bridge. And that can only happen once you kill off a certain number of guards, and it makes this elevator open. So that part only goes as fast as you can shoot them. These guards are very, very tanky. The easiest way to get rid of them is just lots of headshots. Lots of them. Like a good 5 to 10. Beautiful. We have Elvis who's going to tell us where we need to go next. And we'll take care of the next guard while we're waiting. Alright. Once you hear time to head upwards, that allows you to be able to go to the next part. Yes, they are basically steel reinforced skulls out of these aliens. They're quite beefy. So we're gonna go up the stairs, take out the next guard, and make sure none of these guards come after Elvis. They will kill Elvis. The Skadar, or the name of the aliens that I'm shooting, are mortal enemies of the Mayans, which is the name of the alien race that Elvis is. We want to make sure Elvis leaves. Otherwise, we have to do this level all over again. And that may or may not be the most fun thing for all of you. May not be fun for me. I'm trying to still give you an amazing, or as good as amazing run as I can. We'll take out our 3 guards here. Let's see if I can do another fun trick. Okay, good. This game allows you to dual wield. You see how my guns are glowing red? This is how you know you're ready to do some one-shots. If you stand in the door, when the guards teleport in, you can one-shot him. And you can, as he goes by me, because he moves around a lot, he's quite annoying. We'll wait for him and his friend, and you can get rid of them very quickly. Sometimes they can get around you. We are on the final level now. In my opinion, second hardest level in the whole game. Why is that? You have cloaked Skadar. You have Skadar that will use weapons on you. You have RNG here, and I'll tell you about that in just a second. Get around you. And then we'll shoot all of you. Perfect. Our goal on this level is we need to bring in the Mayan aliens, to blow up the Skadar homeworld. And they are kind of dumb. They need some hints as to where they need to bomb. So we use something called the target amplifier. It's a modem. It's another modem. You need to put those modems on the correct buildings, which are randomly decided when you load the level.
This seems to be one of the special pillars.
Otherwise, you fail the mission and you have to start it all over again. Since I want this to be safe, I'm going to go in. Normally I don't go in and I throw this from a distance. Oops, you, perfect. Now that we've gotten the first mission done, I'll tell you a little bit more about what's coming, which is we get to jump across the little bridge. We take out our grenade launcher. This is fun. You blow him up. You blow up a wall. Again, game logic here. We are now starting to be inside of the evil sanctum, home of some of the most frustrating doors of all gaming. And that's because all of the doors here in the inner sanctum are RNG. Sometimes it will open in one click of the door. Other times it will take 5 clicks of the door to open. So if you want to go fast on this last level, you better hope you get some luck. We gotta watch out for this little guy, because he can ruin a run. That little guy surprisingly will take out about 1/3 of your health if you get hit by him. Beautiful. And the sad news is that I am almost at the end of the run here. Because all we have left is the final boss. And a door that will not open. Now, Joanna will tell you we have an army here. You can just walk by him. The army doesn't matter. You can skip that fight. You just walk through it. That's it. So what you gotta do, and this is part of the reason why I leave on the IR scanner, is because the game doesn't tell you this. You have to figure it out that your Skadar leader has infinite health. And the only way to kill him is by taking out the statue behind him. You can stun lock him, like I'm attempting to do, but not doing so well here. And time will be right now.
Yes.
You impale the head of state, the evil Skadar, and you take him out. Just like that GGEZ. Or at least, as I play this a lot, it gets easier each time I do it. This is Perfect Dark. This is how you start out on Earth. Stop the evil Datadyne Corporation from taking out the world and partnering with an evil Skadar alien race. I'm letting this cutscene play out because it's funny, and followed it will be by the credits.
No, quick. Give me
While this is happening, again, I'd like to say thank you, chat. You kept me great company. Thank you for Cisnt for allowing me to be able to come and entertain all of you on this great night and show my pride in all of you and in this game. If you like what you've seen, you just want to hang out with another person of the LGBT community,
Of course, Joanna. Of course.
come hang out with me, Amalgamayne,
water.
at twitch.tv/Amalgamayne. I do shooters, I do a little horror, I do action, and most importantly, I try to create a safe space where people can just come in and hang out. No obligation to chat. Currently, I'm working on Doom 64, 100%. So if Doom is something that you like, I'd be happy to have you. What I'm also happy about, Perfect Dark's great, but you know what else is great? A little birdie told me a great runner by the name of Void Delphox is coming up next. Exactly. Let's get some love in for chat for them. So they're going to be playing Red Dead Redemption Ultimate Nightmare. And, you know, what complements Cyberpunk and Aliens? Cowboys and zombies! So if you're excited, oh, I'm excited. Let's go give them some love. And we're going to take a couple minutes just for the setup. Again, thank you. And it is my pleasure to be able to help entertain and help raise some money for such a good cause. Have a beautiful night or beautiful time zone wherever you are.